During New York Bridal Week, Bridal Shoes TV interviewed wedding dress designer Jessica Fontaine. Jessica hails from New Zealand, and at the tender age of 24, she launched her first bridal collection in Australia. Today, her romantic wedding gowns are regularly featured in the top bridal magazines. Bridal Shoes TV chatted with Jessica about bridal shoe tips and trends.
This is Mary with Bridal Shoes TV, here speaking with Jessica Fontaine of Jessica Fontaine Bridal. Just want to ask you a few questions about your opinions on bridal shoes. So a lot of times in the store we'll tell a girl, you can dye your shoes darker after your wedding and wear them again. Do you think that's something that girls should look for when trying to find their shoes for their wedding, or should they just try to focus on the fact that these are their wedding shoes and don't worry about wearing them again?
I think definitely you can dye your shoes, especially if they're a light coloured shoe. Dye them to a pale silver or a black or a beige kind of colour, and then you can wear them, with an evening dress, definitely again.
Right, and get more use out of them.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be good. So for a shorter bride, do you think it's important? What does she stand to gain from wearing a higher heel? What are the benefits of wearing a heel, or even being a taller person? Do you think it's important to wear a tall shoe?
It'll look better in the photos if you're a little bit taller. You also stand differently when you wear heels. Mm-hmm. Your posture is completely different.
Mm-hmm. So you think they just look nicer, your heel, shoulders are pulled back and everything?
Definitely. Your whole presence is more prominent if you've got a heel on when you're a shorter person.
Right, and you feel more confident.
And you feel more confident and comfortable.
It kind of gives it more of an elongated look and everything too. So especially if you have like a skirt versus, a bodice. A lot of times we'll hear girls say, no one even sees my shoes. What does it matter? Like, I'm just going to pick out my shoes and they don't matter at all. What do you think of that?
You're always going to see your shoes. You need to pick up your dress, to walk sometimes, and it's nice to have a nice pair of heels on.
A lot of girls sometimes will say, I'm getting married in the summer, can I wear a closed-toed shoe? Or I'm getting married in the winter, what about an open toe? Being if they're not going to be outside anyway, do you think it's appropriate to stick to a certain look, or does it not matter?
I think you should match your dress. If you've got a more flowy, slinky dress, then definitely wear an open toe shoe, regardless of whether it's in winter or summer. Mm-hmm. If you've got a more classic style dress, a bit more of a fuller skirt, you can definitely go with a closed toe shoe, even if it's in summer, if that's what you feel more comfortable with.
Oh, great.
Definitely.
So what are your opinions on bridal purses? Do you think it's important that they carry a purse, or not so much?
I definitely think that you should have a bridal purse. You've always got your lip gloss, a little bit of perfume, a little bit of makeup. You need something to put it in. You're not going to walk down the aisle holding it, but it's certainly useful, and it's nice to have something that matches your dress.
Right, and that could be in photographs without it being unsightly. Yeah. A lot of times girls will bring mom and best friends and the whole bridal party and whatnot to helping her pick out her wedding dress. How many people do you think she should bring when it comes to picking out her shoes? Is it important that she get second opinions, or not as much?
I think that they should just bring one person that they value their opinion, and that they trust, and they know that the wedding dress that they're trying on is going to match the shoes.
Right, someone who won't distract them and everything. Is there anything you think is missing in the bridal industry when it comes to shoes? Things that girls say, I just really wish I could get this kind of shoe and I haven't been able to find it.
I think that the colours are definitely something, a different range of colours and nicer colours as well. Not every bride wants to wear the ivory shoe. Lots of girls want to wear, the silver shoe or the pale pink shoe, or, a little blue shoe. I've had girls that have worn little blue slippers, as there's something blue. So I definitely think that the colour range for bridal shoes, you can go a bit more out there with your bridal shoes, definitely.
Great, so they could just pick a shoe that maybe is white satin that could be dyed, and then pick their color based on their bridesmaids' dresses or something more specific. So looking at something you have here with this lace and everything, and not to mention it's just kind of a straight line, your shoes are going to show quite a bit. Is there anything that you would or wouldn't do with this style?
This sort of style, I would definitely wear a peep toe shoe, and I would probably put some sort of embellishment on it, whether it's a bow to match the dress hair, or you could still put, if you're wearing crystal earrings, you could have a little vintage brooch or something like that on the front of the shoe.
Give it a little extra, especially because there isn't any kind of beading on it anyway.
Yeah.
So something like this where it's much shorter, you again see the shoe
this sort of style. Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely a peep toe shoe. Once again, open toe. This one here, you can embellish it with some sort of brooch or crystal detailing. Definitely on your shoe. I probably wouldn't go a plain shoe because it is a plain dress. So definitely some sort of detail on it.
Something more spectacular and everything, not to detract, but look good.
Definitely.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to answer our questions.
Thank you.
For more videos about bridal shoes, visit BridalShoes.tv.